Today I'm going to highlight for you key features of Newmark Learning's SightWord readers. Newmark Learning's interactive whiteboard resources, SightWord activities, offer interactive science, math, and social studies resources for whiteboard or computer use. Each title contains a SightWord text and activities to motivate students and support reading development. Use the whiteboard titles with the print books or as standalone instructional tools to strengthen literacy. Engage all learners at the earliest stages of reading. In this session, I'll customize my lesson plan with interactive whiteboard screens using Zoom tools, window shade, add note, add text box, point-and-click keyboard, bookmark, pen and highlighter tools. Customization of the learning experience provides students with guided supports as they access content area key concepts and builds automaticity in sight words and content vocabulary, phonological awareness and phonics skills, and print concepts. Comprehension and fluency instruction in this supportive, engaging environment ensures all students meet Common Core State Standards Initiative's reading standards. The interactive environment for Newmark Learning's SightWord readers offer two main ways to present lessons, Read Mode and SightWord Game Mode. We'll look first at the interactivity and support for reading development in Read Mode. The online environment is supportive and easy to navigate. The voice-synced highlighting provides a model of fluent reading. The pace is appropriate for my students' early reading levels, helps them connect sound to print, and is visually engaging. I can play the audio and ask my students to follow along as each word is highlighted. I encourage them to read along. For students who struggle, English learners, and special needs students, this sound-to-print connection is an important support and promotes development in oral language and reading while providing access to content area key concepts for math, science, and social studies. The All Pages button acts as a visual table of contents and makes navigating easy and efficient. Clicking on a preview opens that spread of the book. The Notes feature allows me to customize the lesson and guide my students' reading experience based on their needs and my instructional goals. I can write my students' answers in the text box, then print out their answers and ideas to document our discussion. Vocabulary development is critical to the success of all students. For English learners, students who struggle, and students with special needs, this support is absolutely critical. So we have provided direct support for essential content vocabulary through the Picture Words feature. This is a page I know I'll want my students to review, so I'll use the bookmark tool to mark it. The dialog box allows me to add any instructional language to customize the lesson. By clicking the bookmark button, I can see all my bookmarks. Each of these becomes a link and allows me to navigate to pages I've selected for my lesson. Providing a laser-like focus on content vocabulary, sight words, other elements of the text or graphics is important for all students. The Zoom tools allow me to do that digitally. The Zoom tools make it easy for me to model key elements of reading and support a gradual release approach to instruction. There are many ways I can customize the lesson and engage my students. At any point in the text, I can turn on single word play and invite students to come up to the whiteboard and click on each sight word. I can click on Tools, select Text Box, and place them on the page to label pictures, for example, very important for my English learners who don't yet know this language. Interactivity and engagement are important for all our students. My students can use the pen and highlighter tools to engage with the text. Here I've asked my students to highlight or circle one of our target sight words. These tools assist me in meeting the needs of all my students. Those who struggle, English learners, and students with special needs benefit greatly from these supports. Here I clicked on Tools, selected Text Box tool, and placed it on the page. My students have been reading the pattern sentences with Rebus Picture support. At this point, they are ready to apply their learning. With this innovation, my students use the sentence frame with objects in the classroom to complete the sentence. When students are ready, they can use the point-and-click keyboard to add answers in the text box. The creative thinking this promotes is part of the Common Core State Standards Initiative, is called for in National Education Technology Standards, International Society for Technology and Education Standards, and represents best practices for all our students. There are many possibilities to meet my students' needs with the text box and keyboard tools. Providing repeated exposure and application practice are important conditions for transfer and building to automaticity. Using the window shade, I can scaffold a text and provide text engagement by having students make predictions, for example, or create cloze activities. Here I've used the window shade to cover one of the target sight words. My students need to generate this language to complete the sentence. After developing oral language with the concept map, I've added the window shades to create an informal assessment. My students get to show what they know as they use the target science content vocabulary. They give the picture vocabulary words they've learned. By clicking on the window shade, I reveal the picture to confirm their responses. Nothing is better at engaging and motivating our students than games. To switch to game mode, I simply go to the first page of the text and select Sight Word Game. Once in Sight Word Game mode, every page becomes an interactive drag-and-drop activity.
Can see the.
This interactivity engages students in building automaticity for sight word vocabulary. Additionally, there are 3 activity pages for each title that give students fun and interactive ways to practice what they've learned. The self-correcting activities provide immediate feedback. Word searches, matching, multiple choice, and other games provide a variety of practice modes. This interactivity anchors concepts and makes learning fun. The visually rich, engaging, highly interactive environment in the Newmark Learning Sight Word Readers provides a wide variety of tools for me to customize my lessons and meet the needs of all my students while promoting creativity and building toward automaticity for foundational reading skills.